But why do so many musicians struggle with drugs? Is it fame? Is it trauma? Is it poverty? Or is the industry built to mentally break artists? We have seen it globally with other artists like Amy Winehouse and DMX. But let's not pretend that Zimbabwe is immune, because we are seeing these things happening. Today, we are talking about the psychology behind musicians and substance abuse and how that is affecting our industry right now. Hello everyone, my name is Mrs. Important and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. Zimbabwean musicians not only make music, they carry economic pressure, family expectations, political tensions, and just survival stress. And remember, as a musician, you have to be someone who is very deep in terms of feelings, because for you to write proper, powerful lyrics that resonates with a lot of people, you need to be a deep thinker. So when you are a deep thinker, you are also vulnerable because you feel things deeply. Whether it's joy, whether it's pain, whether it's suffering, whether it's confidence. That's why you see a lot of musicians, when they are very confident, they sing about boasting and being the gods and being the bestest, because they are feeling that energy of confidence. But when they sing about suffering and pain, you can literally feel the pain in their music because they think and feel deeply. So people like that are very vulnerable and they are quick to find coping mechanisms. They are quick to find solution to silence the emotions that they are feeling. And sometimes drugs seems to be the only solution. But is it? Part 2. Poverty, pressure, and sudden money. A lot of Zimbabwean artists are coming from very ghetto backgrounds or rural backgrounds. So they have this hustle culture. They want to succeed so that they can do ABC. They have deep financial struggles, right? So, boom, suddenly they have money, they have fame. That can shock even your nervous system. You don't know what to do. All of a sudden you are known. All of a sudden you have money. What are you going to do with this pressure? Because you were not trained or raised, or you didn't go to school how to handle fame, how to handle money, and how to handle success. So what are you going to do with all this pressure? Because there's a lot of controversy, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of social media validation that is needed. Now you are living for the people. Now you need to stay on top. When you have one hit song, are you going to make another hit song? The pressure is on you. The anxiety is on you. When you want to release a second song, when you want to release another song, there is a highest level of anxiety that a lot of people don't even understand. Even the biggest of the biggest musicians, it's even worse for the top musicians, because when they release their albums, they are anxious of what the album is going to be. So a lot of people might not be able to handle that anxiety, that pressure that comes with you going higher and higher, because the higher you are, the more pressure you have, or the more pressure you get, right? So a lot of people end up doing drugs because they want to numb the pain, they want to numb the pressure. Because us as the fans, we are always talking, we are always laughing. This is nonsense. Ninga pera. Ninga dai. These are human beings with deep emotional personalities. So the pressure, the sudden money, and also coming from a poverty background, you want to contain, you want to be numb. You just want to be, in a place where you don't think or feel anything. Part 3, it is the nightlife and the clubs and the shows that happens during the night. Let's be honest. After these shows, alcohol is everywhere. After parties are everywhere. Drinks, weed is everywhere. Most of the times, a lot of artists are going to participate in those things because it's everywhere. It's the nightlife and it's everywhere and everyone is doing it. The money is there, the fame is there, but the healing is nowhere to be found. Because healing takes time. Healing needs you to relax. Healing needs you to read books. When you are successful, you don't have time for that. You are booked and busy. So what are you gonna do? Part 4. In Zimbabwean music culture, we glamorize the bad boy or the bad girl, right? When an artist does something good, they don't trend. But when they show that they are untouchable, they are rock stars, they don't listen to people and they are rebellious, everybody gives them attention. So now young artists thinks or assumes that you need to be a bad boy in order for you to sell your music, in order for people to give you attention. And that is a very bad thing. It sends a dangerous message to the young artist because they think that being a bad boy or doing something bad is gonna make you trend. A lot of artists, some of them are actually very good people by nature, so they cannot do scandalous things. So if they cannot do scandalous things on their own, they're gonna find something that boosts their confidence to say certain things, to do certain things. And this is something that I feel like young artists need to be told or taught before they become famous. Kuti, when you do drugs, you are literally telling your brain that we are going to be using these chemicals in our brain to be creative. Now your brain cannot be creative by itself. You need some chemicals for you to be creative. So that's why you will feel that without smoking something, without drinking something, you cannot be creative. Because you are the one who told your brain that we need this thing to be creative. But you've already been creative, grade 4, form 2, without you touching any alcohol. Why do you feel the need for some substance to help you in your creativity? This is the influence that a lot of artists get in the music industry. Part 5, here is the unfoldable truth. Is Zim music structured in a way that protects artists mentally, or artists are left alone to self-medicate? Because here in Zimbabwe, there is no structure for like artist development and how to actually be famous in a correct way. How to handle fame, how to handle money, how to handle, all of these things that actually happens all at once. But at the same time, accountability is something that is very important. It's not only to blame family, to blame the economy, to blame the fans, to blame the music, to blame the industry, but you need to be accountable for your actions, because there are a lot of artists that are actually very disciplined, who don't do drugs, who don't smoke, who do not do anything, but they are very successful. To conclude this video, I don't think the issue is drugs. The issue is unhealed trauma. The issue is societal pressure. And the issue is seeking validation from people who do not care about you, which are your fans. The issue is that poverty to fame shock that a lot of people have, and they end up looking for the quickest and easiest way to fill the void that they feel. So I would say all artists need to go through a healing journey. And I know in our Zimbabwean culture, we don't do therapy. It's not something that we talk about, especially for men. We don't do therapy. We don't believe in that culture. We just say, be strong, be a man, just write music, just yet you are dying inside. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video.